Yo, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to Clough. This is my Nottingham Forest career mode series here on FIFA 20. Before we get into the first game of the episode, I want to address a couple of things. First of all, I am sorry about the audio in the previous episode, in episode 7. Basically what happened was, while recording the episode, I got interrupted. I had to talk to someone, but I muted my mic, and when I came back I forgot to unmute my mic, so the rest of the video was without any commentary. But as well as that, when I uploaded that, because I thought there's no point in me adding the commentary, we'll just suffer with it just for half an episode, which it was. Unfortunately, when I uploaded it, it had a copyright strike because there's no commentary. The only thing you really could hear was the music in the menus. So unfortunately, I got not a copyright strike, but a copyright claim at least. So the best thing for me to do was literally just mute the second half of it and put up, so there's no audio whatsoever in it. So I do apologise for that. And second of all, I forgot my second point, but fortunately we have things to do. If it comes up, if it comes in my mind, then I'll say, oh yeah, you know what? I've actually just remembered it. So basically, right now, career mode on FIFA 20 is broken. Basically, the big teams in the big divisions, when you face them, they field their weakest side, or one of their weakest sides, including youngsters and stuff. Because the other day I started Liverpool career, I'm a Liverpool fan, I wanted to start one, and I noticed all the big teams were literally just resting all the players. So I was like 10 games in, I was really enjoying it because like it's so nice to add all these press conferences and stuff, the morale stuff is brilliant. But I noticed, like, even though I was doing well, I looked at the Premier League table. City were bottom. Arsenal were in the relegation zone as well. I think United were like mid-table. Only Chelsea were doing alright, because with Chelsea, their first team technically is their youngsters. So when you rotate them, it's actually their better players technically, like Giroud, like Pedro, like those. So they actually were doing even better. But yeah, at the moment it doesn't really affect me too much in the Championship, because we're going to be just trying to push to the Premier League regardless. Hopefully by the time we reach the Premier League, which if we average in 2 games an episode, and say we do 60 games this episode, that's 30 episodes, so that would be a month worth of content, in which by then hopefully they've done a patch for career mode, and they've done that. If unfortunately, if there is a case where the teams aren't fixed, like the matchday teams aren't fixed and they don't go back to their best players, then I might postpone the second season of the series once we're in the Premier League, if we get to the Premier League, of course. But at this stage, you probably would say we are. Right, obviously, this first game we're in the Carabao Cup, third round away to Swansea, which we played last episode. But if we go to the Championship right now, we are, out of our first 8 games, we've won 7 and drawn 1. 4 points clear of Stoke City right now. Like, it's quite easy right now for us. We've scored 23, which is 6 higher than Stoke. We've also conceded less than Stoke, the same amount as Middlesbrough. Like, we're doing well. You would expect me to get promoted. But anyway, that is enough of things I wanted to talk about. Let's get into the first game of the episode, away at Swansea in the Cup. So you might remember last episode we actually did have a very good win away at the Liberty Stadium in the league. So now we need to try and do the same again. And I'm actually going to take risks. I'm actually going to be bringing in a few of our players where they wouldn't be considered as starters. So I'm actually going to be bringing in Robinson even. We're going to be bringing in Jenkinson, and we're also going to take out the captain James Chester and bring in Michael Dawson. I am going to put Worrell onto the bench instead of Ince, and I am also going to be starting Jordan Rhodes up front. I think this is the first start in the Cup. But I just wanted to mix up. Sammy Amiobi might be able to come onto the bench instead of Dwight McNeil. I'm happy with that. You know what? I am happy with that. We are taking a risk by effectively weakening our side. Obviously, we were just talking about how teams weaken themselves against us. But I haven't really noticed it too much in this league. I did notice it on the opening day of the season against West Ham. Not West Ham, West Brom even. But I haven't really noticed it much. But that might just be my lack of knowledge for championship sides. It might be. Who knows? But anyway, let's get into the first game of the episode away at Swansea in the Carabao Cup third round. We're just going to get straight into it, and I'm trying to think what I don't do any like tactics or like changes in game actually now, because I found that team press actually does seem to lower chemistry quite a bit. It's actually been a few days since I've last recorded this, because I normally like to record these in bulk, and I'm going to do the same for the next set. So the episode you're watching today, which is Friday, I'm recording it Friday morning, so I'm going to be uploading this literally straight after I recorded this, and then I'm going to be recording Saturday, Sunday, and probably Mondays as well in the same block in one go. It just makes it life a bit easier when I do it like that. But anyway, let's get focused onto the series. Brian Clough started very well as Nottingham Forest manager. Okay. Okay, Sinclair. I was hoping Lolly would actually run, but he didn't. Chalobah with that nice height. Jordan Rhodes so far has like been very. I might as well just say it. He's been poor so far. He's had glimpses, but compared to Tammy Abraham and even Ryan Brewster, he has been pretty woeful. I wanted him to be almost like a Shearer sort of mould. So he's got experience. He's not the quickest, but he's got a very, very good eye for goal. But unfortunately, he hasn't really done that for me. But the thing is, like, he is our third choice technically right now. He was going to be our second choice, but Ryan Brewster started so well in this cup, getting 2 goals away at Rochdale. Was it Rochdale? It's a team that played in blue, I'm pretty sure. Okay, is this Jenkinson going on a bit of a run? Oh, you know what? It wasn't a bad ball. But let's see what we can do from this. Joe Allen in. I don't know why Allen's taking corners. Okay, so far we've been a bit lethargic in this game. That's probably more down to me being out of the loop with career. Lolly. He's got good agility. Oh, tried to get it back to Trevor Chalobah. What a name, Trev. Oh, Trev. Oh, Trev. Anyway, let's see what we can do, because right now both teams looking awful. To be honest, everyone just looks slow, and maybe I'm just used to quicker players because I've been playing quite a bit of Ultimate Team and trying to improve my team on there. Okay. Oh, Sinclair against his old club. Okay. Cash. Again, it doesn't really. I haven't really got ripped past the defender. The defender is so much quicker to react once they've made that interception. I don't want the ball to go out of play, but at this stage, we have been so dreadful in this game. You can definitely tell I haven't played this in a while. Tons of heat. You know, I was considering resting, but I do need some pros in my team. Now he's got the ball. What's he going to do with it? Good job this isn't a Premier League team right now, otherwise we would be losing. But Lolly has found a bit of space. And we've managed to get the first goal of the episode. It's a poor one if you like the opposition, because all I did was go to the touchline effectively, pass it back, and luckily there was someone there. And it is Scott Sinclair, who has got his second goal for the club. I believe he scored on his debut. I don't think he scored since he might have. But it is against his former club in Swansea City. And yeah, it's just a simple tap-in, which I think we needed. We just needed a bit of a spark. Still haven't got that, but we have got the goal that maybe will give us a bit of confidence going forward. My hope is I don't want to use Tammy in this game at all. I probably will bring on Rian for John Rhodes, but I might actually keep on Rhodes all game, depending on how we do, and just give him the full game just to see what he can do. I don't know. But to be fair, Swansea right now are not. They're sitting quite deep and compact. Okay, good passing there, but it comes to nothing, and it's going to be half time. Which honestly, I'm kind of glad. This game has just been slow. It's been dull. Obviously, you guys have probably just been listening to me at this stage. Yeah, we'll get into the second half. We've still got a few of our starters in the lineup, which I am very wary of, like having them there. Okay. Again, it's just sloppy passes like that. He's keeping that in. Well, he could have kept it in. Second touch was horrible. Okay, let's see what you can do, Joe. Okay, Scott, we need that bright spark in this game, which, let's be honest, you're most likely to give right now. Rhodes, Sinclair. Cash. Oh, I'm trying to force it. I want something to happen. Rhodes. Rhodes has kept the ball. Come on. That's a good tackle. It's a good tackle. Rhodes was just slow then. It's unusual that I'm playing Chalobah and Allen in this game. Good ball in, good ball in. But the experience... Oh, it's offside given. Okay, let's make a couple of subs because I'm not really happy with how things are going right now. I'm going to take off Joe Allen and bring on Gibbs White. I'm also going to bring on Sammy Amiobi for Scott Sinclair. And I am going to take off Rhodes and bring on Brewster because, let's be honest, he's done awful yet again. But it's one of those things where... Is it expected? Maybe, because with the pace of this game, slow strikers aren't great. They're not great at all. You need that pace in behind. Oh, Amiobi. Talking about a bit of pace in behind. Oh, that's poor ball. I wanted that to the edge of the 6-yard box. Come on, that's yours, Amiobi. Okay, you won it, but it wasn't the greatest header. But so far we're doing enough in this game to stay ahead because Swansea, let's be honest, the reason why we're ahead is Swansea have been poorer than us. But you've got to think it's a midweek game, they might have like knackered players. I expected a bit of rotation from them, but this seems like pretty much the exact team that we played at the start of the last episode. It was the start of the last episode, wasn't it? Oh. Brewster into Amiobi. This is better. Gibbs White make a run. Oh, I wanted to find Brewster then. See, this is better. Bit of agility. Goes a long way. Oh. I don't know why it passes inwards there. I wanted it outwards. Okay. Gibbs White has added that spark. Brewster with the curler, but it goes straight into the arms of the keeper. But there's a bit more urgency about this team now. A bit more pace as well, which is nice. STOKE City in the next match in the championship. The two managers have summed it up. I think there's not going to be much between them. Got Riam. Oh, looks about to get another shot away here. I just saw that it has come up with our next game, which we are away to Stoke City. First versus second. So if Stoke beat us, they close the gap to within a point. If we win, we can extend that to 7 points. So it's a 6-pointer right now for the title. Okay. Cash has found a bit of space. See Amiobi there. Nice. Brewster. Oh, okay, wasn't expecting that. Can he fizz it in? Brewster's through. Amiobi's got an open goal to finish this game off. And it looks like we are going through to the third round of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, we don't need to watch that. We just want to get stuck into this. Sammy Amiobi with one of the easiest finishes he'll ever do. Brilliant work by the youngsters going forward. Unlucky by Brewster that his shot got saved, but it came straight to Sammy Obi, who has, well, let's do, get a bit of contact, and he tucks it away. And there is the full-time whistle. It means we progress further into the Carabao Cup. It'd be nice to get a bit of a cup run, but the only problem is with that is a fixture pile-up could be the issue. But if we look at the player ratings, Scott Sinclair gets man of the match with a 9.1. That's I'm not too sure about that. Amiobi made a difference second half. Gibbs White with a 7.3 and Brewster with a 7 rating. But the main thing is we prevented Swansea from even registering a shot, which is fantastic. We only have 5 ourselves, but we got the job done with a 2-0 victory. Let's get into the press conference. Well,
just a couple of questions for you.
Post-match interview, I mean. Okay. A comfortable win that sees you through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Okay. We played well, but there's room for improvement. Absolutely. A comfortable win after 2 goals scored by Nottingham Forest. Do you think the game could have gone the other way today? We couldn't have scored more. The scoreline wasn't unfair to them, so it's time to focus on our next match. Fulton was one of the best players of the opposition today. How difficult was it to find a way past Swansea's defensive lineup? It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
Thanks, that's all the questions
give
we have for you.
Credit where credit's due. It wasn't easy at all. But anyway, we are going to progress to the next game of the episode. And for a second I thought Butland was talking about Nottingham Forest as if he was still at Stoke. But yes, he is our captain, as well as being our new goalkeeper, which is very nice. As you can see there in the top goal scorers, Tammy Abraham with 8 in the league, which is very nice. But we will be wanting him to carry on his form away at Stoke City. Right. As for lineups go, I'm pretty happy with that. But you know what? I'm actually going to put in Gibbs White. He did impress in midweek in the cup. Also, I'm going to put O'Kane onto the bench instead of Chalobah, just because he's got a bit more fitness. And you know what? I'm also going to put Amiobi on instead of Lolly, because obviously he got that goal. And he did play pretty well. So anyway, that is the lineup that we are going to take away to the Stoke City FC Stadium, previously known as the Bet365 Stadium, which is actually a very nice stadium. I've been there a few times in real life, watched a couple of games. Actually, I watched 3 games there. I watched Liverpool win in the back then it was known as the Capital One Cup in it'd been the 2012 season. Oh, but it might have been 2011, which I went to see him. Beat Stoke 2-1, including Suarez getting both goals. I also watched Liverpool beat Stoke there in the league in the 2013-14 season, where we came close to the title. And I also watched a game, Stoke versus West Ham, which I believe ended 3-1. I think Arnautovic scored. I think Odin Wingy scored. I think even Andy Carroll scored a header, which was pretty cool. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into this game. Looks like it's an evening game. It looks like the late game of the weekend, because it is the big one. First versus second here at the Stoke City FC Stadium, which is looking pretty darn nice, to be honest. Right, let's get into this game. So as the away team, all we have to do realistically is be patient and make sure that we make the right choices. Oh, we were patient then. McNeil. Oh, it's unfortunate. Right, let's get stuck in now. But we're gonna, when we've got the ball, we've got to be patient on it. At the end of the day, this is apparently the second best team in the league. But even though in real life Stoke are having a miserable season. Very nice. Okay, Stoke look pretty decent. Stoke look decent. Oh, Butland, you have to put in a good performance against your old team at the moment. Right, I want Sinclair to go on a run. God, it's very crowded in midfield, you know. Sinclair's through. Back to oh, it's behind McNeil. That was actually a very good move. I was patient and waited for the right run. Released Sinclair, put in a cross, but unfortunately it's behind McNeil. That's such a shame. I can tell this is going to just be a tough game for us because Stoke, you could argue, are still Premier League standard. Uh-oh, Gregory's through. Gregory scored, and it is onside. Okay, this could be one of the toughest games of our season. It added like the title race, but we still have the qualities. We aren't going to roll over just because they've got their first goal. We've got Tammy Abraham up front, and you know what he does? Bangs him in for fun. Tom Ince against his old club. Oh. Okay, we're going to have to really take the game by the scruff of the neck now. Okay, we're struggling to get the ball. Like Stoke are being aggressive, which is what you need from a championship side. You need that physicality, which at this stage our players just don't have.
So much an interception as a
we need like it. I was going to say we need a nous and our passing needs to be spot on, but just then 2 passes, both of them failed, both of them were blocked.
Good width in the attack here, looking for a cross at the end of it.
Look, we can't even put together one pass. Jarvis.
That's how to tackle.
Okay, I didn't want that there.
Abraham.
That's a good ball. Need an option, need an option. Gibbs White. McNeil, but it comes back and it's blocked. Another block. It's a good tackle, it's a good tackle. That's a good turn away from Ince. Oh, McNeil's through. McNeil, oh, Federici in goal. Saved it. That was a golden opportunity. Right, ball in. Cleared away quite nicely. That's not who I passed to. This game at times, when it's going wrong, it's going wrong. Our cracks beginning to show for Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest. Good strength then by McNeil. Can he get it back? Yes, he can. Oh. Tammy Abraham, and he's tucked it away. That is very nice. It seems to be that one of the most effective ways to score is like I scored there, and like I scored away at Swansea in the last game. It seems we have a lot of away games in this this season so far. But I'm delighted that we've managed to get back on level terms at least against Stoke City. Good turn there, and it's just a calm finish past the keeper. That's why Tammy Abraham is the top goal scorer in the league, and that is why we are top of the league. Oh, good little interception there, but unfortunately we couldn't keep hold of it as we approach that half-time. Well, as we approach half-time, really. Wait, Tammy is... Oh, Tammy could have been away then. Can we have one last final chance? Gibbs White, you found some space, and we get a corner just before half time. Can we capitalise on this? Good ball in to. Oh, can we keep hold of it? Chester? No, we can't keep hold of it. Stoke managed to get it away, and just as the half time whistle blows, 1-0 at half time. Overall, probably I would say fair, but we got into the game as it progressed, so hopefully we can keep that going in the second half. I'm not going to change anything because the team is starting to play pretty decent. Just need to take this game by the scruff of the neck and show Stoke why we are top league. In fact, we're worthy, because maybe we haven't played the biggest teams so far, but we have played against Swansea, we've played against West Brom, we've played against Leeds, we've played against some top sides. But this is probably, right now, the biggest test away at the team hunting us down. That's a good ball in. Chester can't deal with it. Ball back in. Jarvis, and it's offside. But well saved by Butland anyway. He didn't know. Right, let's build again. Oh. Okay, we got lucky with that ricochet then. Oh, Tammy's running through. Tammy Abraham on his left foot. Federici saves. Okay, not too bad. They're taking off Jarvis. Who they're going to bring on? McLean or something? Powell. Oh, it's spilt by the keeper. Sinclair. Gibbs White has the shot. No. Ah, the chances are starting to come now. God, we've got another away game next. What is up with that?
Two evenly matched sides here.
Okay, it's alright. McNeil finds Gibbs White, who has a shot at the near post, and it's gone in. Morgan Gibbs White, I believe that's his first goal of the season, and it's given us the lead away at the well, I still know it as the Britannia Stadium or the Bet365 Stadium, but we are very happy with that. Nice little link-up play between McNeil and Gibbs White, and this time he manages to find the target without it getting blocked, and he fires us into a 2-1 lead just after the hour mark, which is nice as well. I'm going to make some changes in a few minutes just to keep things fresh. Oh, that's poor. That's poor. Okay, got it back. Right, let's go. Let's go. Gibbs White. We need a runner. You can't expect Gibbs White to do it all himself. Oh, Federici was forced into clearing it. Swansea does very well there. Oh, I saw the run of Sinclair, but Tammy couldn't adjust his feet in time to do it. Tammy with a shot. Oh, it wasn't a bad shot. It was an interesting one. But anyway, let's make those subs. So we're going to take off Ince and bring on O'Kane. We're going to bring on Lawrence for McNeil. And we're also going to take off a big Tammy. And we're going to bring on John Rhodes. See if he can do anything in the last 20 minutes. Okay. Last 20 minutes of this game. Let's see if we can, well, first of all, hold on. But let's see if also we can add to it. Cleared up. They seem to be going a lot more direct now. Allen brings it down. It comes to Morgan Gibbs White. Got the run over O'Kane, but we find Lawrence, who goes for the low pass. Oh, O'Kane's not going to win that, surely. He did. He actually did win it. Sinclair goes to the back stick. Oh, it's gone over, well, behind him again. Finds Allen. Into Gibbs White. We're trying to find Sinclair, but that's a risky pass, passing across the pitch. 10 minutes left. Twanzebe cuts it out. That's brilliant. That's what we expect. Oh, that's a nice little pass through. Oh, it's a shame. Can you win that, Lawrence? You can, but it's not great. Sam Clough is on the ball.
It's too close to call this, but they've still got a one-goal advantage.
But it's well read by Chester. Okay, we need to not rush things. Sam Vokes out to Clough, who can put an across. It does, but Chester does brilliantly there. What I've needed in this second half is my centre mids to take control of the game, and they have. That much is for certain. They've controlled this game magnificently. That's nice. Oh, Derek Wall kept hold of it a bit too long. He's still got it though. Oh, O'Kane with the slice. Gibbs White again. Let's hit Carter's Vickers. Oh, the added time. We're well past the added time. Let's just put it across and see what can happen. And it should be the end of the game. Now it is the end of the game, and we've managed to pick up a valuable win away in Stoke. I think that's brilliant. That is that shows the true character of a Brian Clough team, to come back when it doesn't even look like you really deserve it. As we did against Preston at home, we showed character to get at least a point in that game. But this could turn out to be a massive win for the season ahead. I'm very, very happy with that. Who is going to pick up man of the match? I would say Morgan Gibbs White deserves it. Dwight McNeil has picked up. I wonder why that. Did he get 2 assists? He did get both assists. That's probably why. But I am very happy that we've limited their shots. We had like about 10 shots, which is nice. And it means that we can go into this interview full of confidence, as we have been doing all season.
Time for just a few questions.
Sure. Nottingham Forest are unbeaten so far in the Championship. Are you confident in keeping this streak going? We have what it takes, honestly. To come here and turn it around to get a victory is very decent. You scored a decisive goal. What do you make of the game? I honestly believe overall we were the better side. You managed to turn the tide or find a decisive goal. Given there wasn't much to split the two sides leading up, was the win ever in doubt? I honestly did trust the boys to give everything they could, and that is absolute brilliant. But anyway, guys, that is going to wrap up this episode of Clough. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to smash that like button. It makes me, well, it gives me an indication of how much you're enjoying the series. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below any thoughts you have of the series, and until next time, goodbye.